on this show, we have not yet discussed Alabama's win over Gonzaga. They went into Seattle and knocked off the Zags in front of what was essentially a home crowd for Gonzaga. So at this point, can we call Alabama a national title contender? T.O., I'm going to you first on this one.
I'm saying, yeah, I think they can win 6 games in a row. And I think a lot of that's what it comes down to. Is there truly a dominant team this year? I don't know. Gonzaga, we all thought was going to run the table, and maybe not run the table, but get through the year on maybe a loss or two. They've already got those 2 losses, and we're not midway through December yet. So there's not quite a dominant team per se, besides Purdue, but they can beat pretty much anyway because the style in which they play and their top end talent at the guard positions is as good as anywhere. J.D. Davison showed out against Gonzaga. 20 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, and his explosiveness off the bench. He brings that energy, that spark, and they played really well despite Keon Ellis not having his best night. He was only 1 for 5, and Shackelford picked up the slack. He was terrific. They've got guys who can score. They've got role players everywhere. And Charles Bediako, even though he's skinny, proved that he can be serviceable against some of the best post players in the country.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that Alabama is a team that can win 6 games. Of course, they can be considered a national championship conversation team. And I think the biggest thing is we were asking ourselves, could Alabama defend at the level that they defended at last year? I thought that their versatility showed against Gonzaga. I thought Juwan Gary and Keon Ellis guarded well. I thought that Bediako is a guy, Charles Bediako, to be 7 feet tall and to protect the rim the way he did, to be as aggressive as he did. You have to be the aggressor. Alabama was the aggressor against Gonzaga. What we knew about this team was that Shackelford and Quinterly are explosive guards who make things happen, who can score the ball at any time, and really are clinical in their approach. But I think we wondered about the depth of this Crimson Tide team. Depth doesn't have to come in the scoring column. It has to come in your ability to guard. And it has to come in your ability to rebound and do the little things. Alabama has bucket getters. We knew that. What I like about this team is that they've got 6'6" Swiss Army knives in Gary and Ellis, that J.D. Davison can come off the bench and have that type of game, and that Nate Oates is one of the best coaches in college basketball in this moment and has taken the Crimson Tide. And after last year's success, they are on, if not even better than that level, because the amount of versatility and the fact that they've got Shaq and JQ back and they look so comfortable. What a win for the Tide. They are absolutely in that conversation for sure.
Yeah, to your point, to me, it's the defense, right? And right now, KenPom's rankings, if you look at them, still have quite a bit of preseason estimations and last season's numbers kind of factored in. They're top 25 though on defensive efficiency on KenPom. Same thing with Torvik and T-Rank. They're a top 20 team in defensive efficiency there. So they're guarding, they're getting stops. And the thing that makes me think that they do still have a ceiling that's a little bit untapped is J.D. Davison. Like, that's the first game that he had that he really played like a McDonald's All-American. If you talk to that staff heading into the season, what they kind of said was, yeah, I mean, JD, he's got talent. It's going to take a little bit of time for him to kind of acclimate to the college level, but he might have gotten there against Gonzaga. If you're going to acclimate anywhere, it might as well be against the team that was top 3 team college basketball at the time. So I will say this though. I wonder how much of that performance was the opportunity to play against a team that wants to play a similar style and get up and down the floor. So I'm not ready to call Alabama like a top 5 team, but if you're going to ask me if they can go out and they can win 6 games in a row in March, I mean, if you could beat Gonzaga on the road, you could pretty much beat anybody. And you know what that's a perfect time for? There it is.
Oh, boo.
That was so.
What kind of?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I had to change it up. My bad. All right.